Howdy hey, howdy ho, it is time! Hello. Definitely did clear my throat before starting. That's okay, because I'm always prepared. Always prepared. Look at me. No doubt in this mind that I'd ever be underprepared. I'm fantastic at this. I know what I'm doing. Always. So, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Welcome to this nice Friday stream. Nice, chill, relaxing. I have no reason to start throwing hands with anything, at least. At least not yet. Hello, James the Cat Boy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in my lurkers. I have plans. Yes, I know. Very shocking for me. One, I'm going to be doing a chibi drawing for an art trade. I recently opened them up to one server in general on Discord. Mostly because my trust in art trades are very sometimes. Because art trades can be a little hard for some people. But that's okay. And then I started a sketch last night, basically updating a character design and also updating fit. I have, for some reason, I really like drawing character specific outfits. I don't know why, but it's given me something. It's giving. And then if I have time, there's a specific thing of fan art I want to do, specifically for a streamer, and definitely not an excuse to draw either Yuri or Yaoi. Do not question me on this. Don't worry about it. Still safe for work. I would never do something horrible. But I could do very funny things with it. I love being an artist. And after that, if I have time, maybe, I think 3 hours is going to be my goal for the stream. Maybe, possibly. Let's see. If I'm in the role, I'll keep going. Probably work on a religious figure design for the project me and Banubi have been doing for like what feels like 20 years. And we're still in very much concept stages. And it's fun. It's great. Love it. If anyone would remember, I've done some things on stream. I think the last thing I did was region character designs, where the goal was to make at least, I think there are 21 on that sheet, 21 concept designs. And the next phase of that is picking 10 of them and actually fixing them up, make them look nicer, give them color, and then after that, we just run through and give it a nice coat of paint, pretty it up, finalize it. I can't wait. And then other things I've done on here was the weapons pixelization. That one kills me inside. Mostly because there's just so many weapons. I think I already did like 10 the last time I remember. There's a lot. But it's not, or it's pretty easy. They're about 100 by 100 in pixel size. It's just there's so many. There's so many. I've also done potions, like other items for it too. But again, probably a later problem. I am definitely not avoiding it. I don't avoid my responsibilities as an artist. I swear. I swear by it. Don't question me. Distraction. Oh, look, canvas. Today's victim. Big toothy dude. Okay. And eventually, I'm gonna have to reach into my commission fund. I need a new tablet. I love my tablet. You can see it on the screen, how lovely it is. Another thing, the scaling of it, compared to my model, it's definitely a lot smaller than that. It's probably like half that size. I do have my nice wobbly stand for it. My keyboard on the side because I refuse to use the buttons unless it's undo on my tablet for some reason. And then if I drew, my pen is a little broken. Only at the tip. The screen's a bit scratchy. So eventually, I need a new tablet. The one thing about drawing, cold hands is very hard to draw with. I don't know why. I want to give you big paws. Big old behemoth paws. I want to make sure you're big and fluffy. Oh, my hand is so cold. Hold on. I'm a woman. I have a heating pad. Specifically for my cold body. And my creepy chair. Because I am a very cold person. Not cold-hearted. Just cold. So cold. I could have sworn we're almost in summer. Why is it still cold? I don't appreciate it. Not in the slightest. That's fine. I will work through it. So while my hands slowly heat up. What's the news, chat? What do we got today? I don't think I have any news whatsoever besides the weather is finally looking nice. Oh, I do have some news. Last week, I'll put it in as a wait for my frosty hand to go. Last week, I did not stream on Saturday. And there's two reasons why. One, a very dumb one, and I'm very proud of myself. I was up at 6 in the morning to go over to my nearest Target and wait in a line for the Pokemon drop. I am so proud of myself. Surprisingly, there actually wasn't that big of a line to start with when I got there. I want to say I got there around 7 o'clock. Maybe, I want to say 7 o'clock. I don't quite remember. But it was me and 3 other people. And there was probably like 10, no, not even, maybe like 6 people that were in line. It's very surprising because I thought there'd be overnight, like a giant overnight line for it. Thankfully there wasn't. My head coworkers, they were also there. And funny enough, 2 of my coworkers stayed overnight because they thought it was going to be a huge line. And then I'm pulling up at 7 in the morning and be like, huh, look at that. There's barely a line here. What's up? I'm sure they had a great sleep. Walking up with their nice fluffy blanket. Oh, what are they? They're not Snuggies, but they're like pajama hoodies that feel like a blanket. Oh, they're so nice. I have one. They slept next to the doors and everything. It's very funny. And by the time it was starting to open, that's when I turned around and see an actual huge line form. I was not paying attention to all the people coming in. So thankfully I got there when I did. And of course, I grabbed the essentials. I have a new Ditto hat. I love Ditto. Especially to go with the, I have a Pikachu hat, which I kind of like the Pikachu hat that I had before, better than the hats that they had this time. Because Pikachu one, it's green with a yellow brim, but underneath the yellow brim is like another little Pikachu pattern design. It's really cute. The Ditto just has a Ditto on it. It's very plain. I still bought it. Rest my wallet, I still bought it. But it was still very nice. I do like it. I got the Butterfree hairpins. I don't use, not hairpins, they're hair clips. I don't use hair accessories. But I'm considering using those because they are actually pretty. I think they're cute. What else? I got the Pokemon Pirates booty. It is one of my favorite snacks, and I find it very funny that I can eat Pikachu heads. Also, it's so much more crunchy than the regular Pirates booty. If you don't know what that is, it's a white cheddar like cheese puff. And I love them. They're so good. There's something about them. There's something about them. So good. These ones are so much crunchier than the regular ones. I don't know if I like it more or not because of it. But my supply is slowly dwindling. What else? I wanted the kickball. There was supposed to be a kickball. And I think there's 3 different versions. There's the Pokeball, Great Ball, and then the Master Ball. I wanted the Master Ball so badly. But that's not in this drop. We didn't have any. I guess it's supposed to be for next month. I didn't know there's supposed to be 2 drops. That's rude. I wanted it. And I did not get it. Oh, there's also the blind box water bottles. I did get one. I was hoping for Magikarp. But not for me. For a lovely person in my life who absolutely hates Magikarp. I've made it my sole purpose to buy them as many Magikarp things as I possibly can. And I'm so proud of myself. But I did not get that one. Instead, I got Psyduck. I love Psyduck. Psyduck's great. But then I heard my coworker got 2 water bottles. They sadly did not get the one they wanted. And Psyduck wasn't one they were exactly looking for. But they had a Totodile. And because of my Legends ZA, I started out with a Totodile and I'm like, oh, I want, it's my boy. You wanna trade? So now I have a Totodile one. Very proud again. I love my purchases. I don't think, did I buy anything else? That might have been it. Was this a waste of money? Kinda. But that's I gotta spoil myself sometimes, right? And Pokemon is a great reason to spoil myself. Even if I don't like Nintendo as a company. I do like collecting. Collecting is my favorite thing. Okay, I think my hand's warmed up now. Back to arting. Gotta give him a big old roar. Oh, teeth? Bottom teeth look pretty close together on this, but I'm gonna spread them a little more than that. I know it's what giving me angry cat. I don't know if Sabertooth Tiger was a specific inspo for this. Ears definitely make me think tiger though. And the stripes. Just big old angry cat. And fun fact, this is an art trade with the same person that helped design my beautiful boy Rai Rai. And also I don't know if I'd say regular, but a commissioner of mine. I adore their art so much. I love cute styles. Like, so much. I mean, if you couldn't tell from my own style half the time. I just love cute aesthetic. Which is surprising. Because the other thing on Saturday was a art jam. Not art jam. Game jam, game day for local developers and groups to show off the games that they're making. And I am a part of one. Oh, hello, Dread. Welcome. Hi, do you take requests? I do not. At least not at the moment. There are certain times that I do. If you follow my Toy House account. It's the only place I really post requests and such like that. But today, no. Saturday. I am in a game dev team where I am the animator / artist of the team, and I was able to show off like a bunch of the animations I've worked on it and everything. Tell people about the game. You know, marketing. Because marketing is very hard. And I think it was a big success. We got a bunch of people joining our game dev Discord and all that. Was able to show off my skills. Be able to work on my networking. It's been probably an entire year since I've actually gone out to actually network myself. Advertise myself. It's kind of scary. But overall, the experience is fun. Meeting new people is a challenge, to say the least. But also, you never know who you're gonna meet. Oh, am I gonna do your part? I'll clean up some of this so I can actually read what I'm doing. I think everybody a little bit too big. There we go. Do want big old grippers. I don't know if I like pause being open. I want it above the head. Decisions. But yeah, oh no. Saturday was very eventful for me. Especially since I stayed so long, and I'm pretty sure I played what was that game? Grounded for like 3 hours after that. My presence was demanded that day. But dear lord, we are almost done with it. almost on 100%ing at least. Because we just did the final boss, which we now have to do multiple times to get certain armor. And to do the final boss in that game, you have to do all the bosses to get their materials and then go back to that one. It's a thing. It's a lot. But it's fine. We love a good grindy game. I'm all for games that I had to go collect resources and things like that. I'm a gatherer. I'm not much of a hunter, but I am a gatherer. So while two others go out and collect murder materials, I go get graves. And I'm very good at it. So good that I threatened to lag the server if anyone is ever mean to me. And how do I do that? I just keep cutting a bunch of grass and then don't pick them up. I am a certified asshole. And I'm very proud of it. You know, sometimes it's deserved. Why you gotta be mean to me? I give you all of the grass and you're mean to me? I can't have that. I don't know what this is like. I'm doing out the left. I'm giving a very small torso. Okay. Now that I've done avoiding doing the pause, oh boy. I can now work on that. I feel like I'd be semi-closed. Enough to see paw pads. You actually don't have a center paw pad. Or do you? The artist or the owner just didn't draw. Or the OG artist didn't draw them in. Gotta do research. Time to go stalk their profile. Oh, they have so many lovely characters. Now if I was this character, what would I be? Where would you be? Don't remember their name. Ah. Diego. You have not drawn. I'm gonna assume no middle paw pads. Move the fingers Teeny bit. This will give him a more rounded triangle. I think this one's way too big. See if I get in there. The sketching. It's sketched. It's evolving. Usually I have the hardest time drawing paws. But when it's chibi and nice big thick paws, they're not that hard. And the other time, I die. Part of me just wants to copy the other one over. That actually doesn't look that bad. They're not fully copied yet. And move that paw inwards. Move red claw. Have a red button. And we have it going more well this way, while this one is more that way. Yeah. I think that works. We'll clean up behind them. I don't know why. I've been so into drawing cheebs lately. I don't know if it's because they're simpler, or I'm just going through that artist phase where I just have to draw this one thing. There's no room for anything else. I don't fill out the quite enough. You have icy powers. You do. I mean, I could, theoretically. But like nice, like icy vapors, icy clouds, icy smoke. I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Ice, baby. I can save a screenshot. I definitely didn't do that in the wrong layer. Don't look at me. You can see that, you can see that. I could do 2 different versions of this deal. It wouldn't be too hard. The only thing I'd have to change is where the tusks are. You will see. Actually, I'll do it with this one. What I've been trying to do is experiment with more brushes. One of them being this one. For cleaner lines. To limit my size variations. Or not size variations, but my pen pressure. I'm actually going to draw out the top. If I do 2 different versions, it'll be a lot easier to change those out. I just realized you have icy fangs. Oh, on both. Okay. Ah, wait, I see. The ice parts actually change into the. Ah, that's clever, actually. Means no matter where I draw these parts, you're gonna change into a giant. Okay, I can work with that. Mouth. Can be dark. I'm not gonna see those lines as much. Such a skater. Maybe instead of a new tablet, I should just get a whole new chair. Although I might miss the squeakiness of it. I don't think of anything else I've done recently. I guess mostly resting. Although if you look at my YouTube channel, I've been resting for a hot minute. I've not been able to find, I can't even say the motivation, just the energy to make animations. At least for the channel. I want to continue making storyboard stuff. That is for sure. Especially finish the last animation I did. That one was only in the very rough stage of it. I want to finish. I want to finish your bed. But so far, all my energy has been focused on being in the animation basement for the game. I basically finished a good majority of the things. I have one thing to fix for one of the animations. That one's very simple. And then what do I have to do? Could do some concept coloring for something else in it. I think I was going to color an animation. Ah, not 9,000. I just wanted 2. Ah, the sketch was approved. Should have waited, but you know. I like to think that I know whether a person is gonna like it or not. I am also impatient. Did they respond very fast? Yes. But did I check it? No. We're also nearing the time where school is almost over. So I'm hoping, especially any of my regulars, because I'm pretty sure most of them go to school. I hope their final exams are going well. It's such an awkward angle for that cheek. Ugh, it's fine. Actually, I love how this guy's coming out. Okay. How dare I get attached? I'm gonna move this one over if I have an angle like that. There we go. Mid. Big old tootsies. Big old tootsies. We're almost there. We're almost done with the lines. No, went up to 1,000 again. Alright, alright. Now, always gotta be a hole somewhere. No hole. Perfect. We'll do base color. What I'm going to do is separate them so I can recolor them for the other palette a lot easier. This one will be the lighter brown. There's the other thing on. No more stickers. A little bit of texture in. Arms, teeny bit. And a darker color on another layer. Somewhat of a different color. That's fine. let those in, so it's not distracting. I'm gonna put you in. Get this one. It'll be on another layer. And keep going on this dark one. Oh, hello, Willow. Welcome, welcome. Thought that image on the right was a hyena character in the first preview, mostly because of the stripes. I can see that. I think it's mostly supposed to be the saber-tooth tiger, but like the stripe, like it could definitely have like hyena like vibes. How's it going? Pretty well. Bit quiet around here, but because it's quiet, I can focus more. Okay, none of claws and stuff change colors, so that's not me. That's me on their own. Now I'll do the stripes. How do I go about doing the stripes? Like that. I gotta position my hand very particularly. There. And 4 stripes on the leg. One, 2. Every time I say 1, 2, I always think of the stupid Kirby thing. 1, 2, oatmeal. Kirby is a cute guy. And I hit it. I like the other species of hyenas, other than the spotted kind. I just like hyenas in general. They're such quirky animals. And they're such assholes. At least from like the videos and things I've seen of them. They're funny assholes. I love them. I think I only have one hyena character. And that's because I said I didn't have any at one point. And someone, a lovely commissioner of mine, gasped at the thought of it. And then gave me one. I haven't drawn them in a pretty long time, actually. Your shape goes like this, this, and then this. And making that a line like that to figure out the direction of the stripes, so helpful. Why didn't I do that for the first ones? A mystery, we'll never know. I like making things complicated, that's why. I think the other species should get more attention. I honestly don't think I can recall like which one is more popular to make a character out of. I feel like I've seen. Nah, I've definitely seen more spotted ones, I guess. A lot of hyena designs I've seen also just don't have hyena markings. I think spots would be a common one, especially since it's a little bit easier to draw. Let me see the hyena I have. I've only drawn them once. What folder would they possibly be in? There you are. You do have spots on your face. And I think this one's a spotter one. I could totally redesign it to be a hyena or a striped one. I'll do. We're just not gonna look at it right now. You didn't see it. There's none specifically on the face or anything. Okay. Now we have the other color, which are gonna be the eyes and all that jazz, because these ones don't change except the eyebrows. Actually, the eyebrows are the same color as the other ones. Hold up. I did not notice that. There we go. Nailed it. Definitely see a white variation in the eye. I feel like they're clouded. Personally, I'm a fan of brown hyena. I don't think I could name a lot of the hyena species. I feel like striped and spotted are the only ones I know. But I came here to mention an idea. Ew. Ideas? I like ideas. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Hand it over. You're now obligated to give me the idea. You guys are white. Oh, forgot I had the thing on. There's a spotted, striped, brown, and aardwool. I know I've heard that one before, but I don't think I ever associated it to being a hyena. I gotta look that one up. All of them besides the spotted has stripes. Huh. So maybe I have seen them and just never knew the difference? It's very possible. I can't say my hyena knowledge is the greatest. But I do like learning about animals, because animals are such interesting creatures. One of them being flamingo. For some reason, I will not let go of the idea that they can drink boiling water. It was definitely for like survival things, because they lived in more volcanic areas where to drink water was going to be really hot, so they eventually evolved to be able to drink it as is. But also, what the freak? What is wrong with you little weirdos? Oh, forgot. I was also part of that layer. Now you can see the difference between them, or between the three. I'm definitely gonna look at that later, because now I'm curious. Now the idea. Gimme, 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 gimme. Maybe a teeny bit darker. There we go. Let's go. Imagine a character who's a shapeshifter, but they have face blindness so they can't properly transform into people fully. Interesting. I feel like it would have somewhat similar like the Slenderman effect. Where the face wouldn't... I don't know. Because face blindness would only... The hard part about it is just seeing an entire face together. If you have face blindness, you are able to recognize the individual facial features. So in that case, for the shapeshifter, I feel like a lot of it would be proportions would be off because they wouldn't be able to fully grasp how they would look all together on a face. But it'd be off. Like maybe the eyes are way too far from the nose. The mouth is too close to the nose. That is an interesting concept though. I like it, I like it. I'm gonna steal it, it's mine now. You can't have it back. Okay, now the snow pattern. I feel like there was a time in my life I thought I had like face blindness. Because sometimes I have a hard time recognizing people. But I think that just comes down to my memory sucks. And not necessarily face blindness. Because I can definitely recognize people on their face. Now there's an anime I recently finished, and it has a character with face blindness. And I would love to talk about it, because I am mildly obsessed with this anime. It's called Apothecary Diaries. I don't know what you would call my favorite genre of anime, but that one falls into the list of things that very rewatchable comfort anime for me. I don't know why. And that one, it was such a good plot. Like, it actually had me hanging on the edge of my seat, ready for the next episode. If I could have, I would have called into work to just watch an entire binging night of it. But I had to have self-control, sadly. It sucks out here having to be a working class woman. What I wouldn't give to become a full-time streamer and then watch anime all the time. I don't need sleep. You know, Chopper from One Piece has face blind. Does he actually? I don't think I actually knew that. I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. Like, I've seen episodes, just out of order, random. And I'll always say, it's pretty good to watch. I'm just like many other people, it's just like, it's the very long series. Eventually, one day I'll do it. But for now, it's just, I like what I get to see occasionally. I feel like I made this part difficult. Now, there's definitely an easier way of doing this, and I chose not to do it. even know if this counts as markings or it was just line art. But I'm gonna put it in anyways. Because I'm so extra like that. I'm here to impress, and that's what I'm going to do. You can't really recognize the face of people, and mostly it goes off scent and general features like clothing that they're wearing, hair color, and stuff like that. Huh. I honestly never knew that. I think I knew he was able to recognize people by scent. But that's like a common anime trope. Which is I smell my favorite human. Or I smell the person I really, really hate. Ew. Sometimes I think it's funny that a big criticism of One Piece is not having like the most diverse kind of characters. When canon, they're actually pretty well diverse. The only thing is, the art team just doesn't have, I guess, color variation for skin tones and stuff like that. And I've read like the canon ethnicities of each character and everything, which fits them pretty well, and I love that. It's just style-wise, they don't look the part sometimes. I feel like it's kind of hard in anime to either do the basic stereotypicalness of that group of people and then people get mad, or you just don't and then people still get mad. But that's also handled a lot better in the live action One Piece because the actors, I think they're all the canon group for each one. No, the skin color thing's actually Oda. Is it really? I feel like I thought I read something where it was a little bit out of his control. I don't remember if this is actually a thing or not, but there's supposed to be a reanimated One Piece. And I think they changed Usopp to be even lighter than he was, which looks so awkward. At least it... There we go. It's like, where's my thing now? As everything unfolds in front of you. That is how we do a recolor. Ease. Oh, the blue one is pretty nice. The only difference is I have to do a giant tusk. I could do one and copy it over, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'd rather just draw them out how they are. He picked the skin colors of the live action instead of the ethnicity, but all of the official colors he does for the covers of the manga, he draws almost everyone white. Huh. It's so weird to be diverse and then not use that diversity to its full advantage. I don't know. It's a little odd. But he's also the successful one. Not me. So, I don't know. The anime does occasionally give varying skin tones, but after they become more prevalent, they have to change it back to a lighter one. That's so odd. I wonder if there's like an actual reason for it. But I feel like no matter what reason it is, it's not a very good one. There's that. I give you the color. Turn off the stabilizer. Get my other brush. Wrong size. And the dark. Yeah. Just a test. Let's see if this would work. I just flipped them. Oh, almost. Not perfect. I almost had it. Back my stabilizer. I think it's in part because he doesn't know how to properly do varying skin tones, since he also does the same skin tone for a character we know for certain, as it's mentioned in the manga itself, that he's a dark skin being dark skin is the same skin tone as Luffy and Zoro in the same color page. I can see that. I know I was like a beginner artist when I started diversifying like things like skin tones and all that. I had very little knowledge of how to actually render and draw those skin tones. Because you're hard. Rendering with lighter skin tones was a lot easier for me because I just understood it better. I still have a hard time rendering things that are darker color in nature. That comes with learning. Stabilizer off. And then turn that back on. Turn it back up. I gotta delete that line in there. Get out of there. There's a color there, but not here. That turned out pretty well, actually. A tee-hee. Now we do some frosty effects. Time to rummage through. What is the difference between this and normal? Oh, it's just darker. Okay. No. Huh. The lighter the pressure, heavier, the more spotty it is. Interesting. I've been rummaging through my brushes and trying to diversify the use of them. Because half the time I like using the same, like, 5 brushes. I just like them. Texture. I also like texture. Oh, bud. We have that to where I want it. It's gonna be very hard to see. Yeah, darker background. There we go. And then a little bit of this. Definitely gotta color the line work. This one. Yeah. And after getting on the anime topic, I need to watch more anime. I'm definitely very behind with all like the mainstream anime now. You know, Apothecary Diaries, it was popular probably months ago by now. But I didn't get into it until probably 3 weeks ago and then finished it within that week. Just there's so many. And also there's so many that have very long seasons. I've also recently finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Still such a wild ride. I don't know how you'd recommend that anime to anyone. You have to have like a particular palette for that. It's not for everyone, that's for sure. But god, that one had me questioning everything. I've not watched many manga or many animes since I mostly read the manga. I used to be like that. But then I realized I didn't like reading much on my phone, and I like having the physical copies. Which, manga gets expensive. So I eventually just stopped reading it in general, which also sucks. I'm slowly becoming illiterate. I need to read. There was a bunch that I was reading. I know one of my top ones that years and years ago that I read, pretty sure I reread, was Black Cat. Black Cat was a good one. I really enjoyed that series. And I do actually have all either 20 or 24 mangas of that one. I really loved it. Very good. Big recommend. But I've never seen the manga to it. Three. Actually, could just now. Nailed it. Okay. Color that. And bam. Oh, part of me wants to shade this, but no. I must restrain. Have you been enjoying the power system of JoJo? No! No, I have not. Spoiler alert. Just in case I say anything that's actually spoiler or whatnot. Where we start from part 1 all the way to part 6. Is that Stone Ocean? Stone Ocean's part 6, right? I think so. I didn't write. We go from vampires to whatever the hell's going on now. And I haven't seen the first and only episode thus far to part 7. But I've heard it changes again. Vampires, Hamon, to stands, tarot card stands, or at least tarot card themed stands, to band themed stands, or at least the band name themed stands. It doesn't really change in part 7. I was told I will be questioning the oddness of it. But it does make sense if it slightly changes due to the end of Stone Ocean. Because in a technicality, not even technicality, we literally are in a whole different universe, I guess. So there's going to be slight changes. That's expected. But also, what the hell was the ending of that? There is so much going on. Okay, you know what? I am gonna shoot this just a tiny bit. It'll make me feel better. Certain spots definitely be. Yes, teeny tiny. We're not going overboard. But yeah, you're so odd. I still didn't understand the snails. They explained it is subliminal messaging. However, it still makes me angry. It's just there's so many weird things about it. And I watched one episode of what was it called? Thus Said Rohe or Rohan. I don't think I'll watch any more than that episode. Style difference on him versus it was in between Diamond Unbreakable, I think was that one. I'm very bad at the names. And Stone Ocean. It was in between those, I think. Oh no. It was in between that one and the one that was after that. I can't remember the name of it. Italy. We're in Italy. And the style change is so weird on him. I want to know what happened. Especially if it came after Diamond Unbreakable. Why'd they do that to him? It was even going to be JoJo at first. But Araki? Hold on, is that cut off? It's not. Araki. Araki changed his mind because he was too attached to the series. I don't blame him. Once you make something, you tend to pick a character that you really, really like. But also, having to see that guy again in Stone Ocean, I was like, God, get him out of here. You have no reason to be here anymore. Although he was practically in entire plot. He wasn't in the one before it. He was kind of just there. He was mentioned, but he had no actual reason to be there. I guess he technically got the ball rolling with that part. Okay, no more than that. Okay, maybe just a little more. No. Only a tiny bit. Restrain yourself, woman. That gives it a tiny bit of depth, and that makes me feel better. Each part of JoJo anime generally it does the style at the end of the part they're adapting. The Rohan spin-off was written around the end of part 5, so they gave him the part. But the thing is, he doesn't look like part 5. Like, he looks completely different to me. I gotta... Rohan part 5 and spin-off. The difference feels so jarring to me. It's mostly in the hair. No, the face seems a little bit different too. Let me get spin-off. Spin-off. Oh, none of these screenshots are helpful. I think this is... And this is part 5. Like, the eyes are completely different. His hair... still going the same way and everything, but the shading of the hair. I feel like this is a bad screenshot. But now they're showcasing how his hair looks. I don't remember if this is in... Like, this doesn't look the same at all to me. It doesn't... It's so jarring. This could just be a me issue. Which is why you look different. Ah! JoJo is very long, so the art style changes. Oh, it's going since the 80s. Jesus. I didn't know that. I thought it wasn't that. I thought it started around the 2000s. The art style changing from, like, part to part, that doesn't bother me. It's just how this was after... It was in between 5 and 6. Is 5... Which one was what? I can't remember any of them. The part that he was originally from, the spin-off came after it, didn't it? So what I expect is he'd have that same style, and then the next part would be different. Because it is a common theme for the parts that have different styles from the last. Which is fine. I actually find that very charming. And honestly, the coloring. The palettes of the anime is very, very yummy. Scrumptious. There's some styles I don't like compared to others. Rohan spinoff. But it is a very charming aspect of it. Okay, that's later. I am going to say. Oh my god, I'm working on this for like an hour and 20 minutes. That's one. And that is two. I go send this to my art trading partner. Yeah, yeet. The official translation for JoJo is still on part 6, and we're on part 9 in the manga. I have heard that. I don't read the manga. The person I am watching the anime with, I think, also stopped reading the manga. So neither of us know anything that's gonna happen after. They released it. The anime started in the 2010s because Desperate JoJo being manga popular in Japan, they were on their C game when it came to adopting JoJo. I heard like the first episode that was ever released for JoJo was like in the middle. It was at the end of part 3. It's either 3 or 2. I want to say it was part 3. Which, someone coming into the anime and then you're just seeing the ending of a part. It was so weird. The stylizing of it did kind of seem cool. I do like the more retro version of it. I think the redone version was much better. But there's some things that was how Dio was animated. I like the older one. It gave him. He was aura farming. And also, Iggy looked like an actual dog in the first iteration of the anime. What did they do to him? Why did they make him the way he was? When the anime came out, JoJo was in part 9. Or part 7. And the part 9 is supposed to be the end. At least, it hasn't been officially said. But that's what a lot of fans are speculating. So who knows what's gonna happen here? It's gonna be one of those. It's probably gonna end. We're gonna hit the Studio Ghibli director of I'm retiring, and then makes 5 more freaking movies after saying he's retiring for the millionth time. I know some people don't like certain parts either. I wouldn't say it's one of my top ones, but I did like part 5. Well, part 5 Diamond Unbreakable or Am I Crazy? Which? JoJo part names. Was Phantom Blood, Battle Tendency, Stardust Crusaders. Okay, it is Diamond Unbreakable. Golden Wind is the one in between. Okay. I did like Diamond Unbreakable, but what I have seen is is not a favored part. And apparently the author was going through like somewhat of a tough time, which is kind of the reason why you don't see anyone. There isn't huge sacrifices as much as you see in the other parts. Like, someone can be shot off immediately. There's only 2. Oh, hi, Milky. I didn't see you in there. Hello! I can only think of 2 deaths that were in that part, particularly. And they have other ones that are just like, bang, bang, dead. Or like, horribly injured. But I like the idea that it was in a small setting. Which I guess I can also say I did like. I do like part 6. Part 6 was good. Until it got outside of the prison, and then everything just went buck wild. Very weird. Part 9 is the most current arc, and it's still relatively new for a monthly series. But I feel like I'm saying the name wrong. Araki. I'm just gonna keep saying Araki. Loves writing interesting powers. I have to know, when can that creativity die? Because, like, every time there's a new stand, it really does outdo the idea of the last one. Like, he's very good with these creative ideas for powers. Which is also very, admirable. Because, like, you compare it to other big anime like Dragon Ball, and the power is just, I get new hair color and I scream harder. Nothing wrong with that. I love Dragon Ball too. But the difference between making powerful characters, it's so different. Joe just does it so well. But also, why are the dumb characters always the one? I'm gonna go on such big tangents. There's something about this anime that makes me like this. Ugh. Hold on. Changing my stream title because I feel like I've been going up with this for like 30 minutes. There's something about JoJo's that just makes me like this. Other anime, I don't typically feel like I have to question everything. Then JoJo's, I feel like I have to question everything that happens. Sometimes things don't make sense. Then it gets explained, and I'm like, okay, but you're on thin ice. You underestimate the size of the gifts. Oh, you underestimated. You don't have a big enough bag for it, do you? Part 6 is actually one of the most hated parts. Interesting. I'm going to ask why. Because I did like part 6. Part 6 and 5. No, wait. Right, which one? It was part 6. Okay, yeah. No, I keep saying part 5. I keep thinking Diamond Unbreakable is part 5. Part 4. Part 4 and 6 might be like my top ones. I did really enjoy part 2. I feel like part 6, how it ended, could be a reason why people didn't like it. There was some... I don't know. I'm gonna ask why you think that one's the most hated part. I think I want that hairstyle for your main body. And I don't know how to draw shoes for feet like this, so you're just getting regular ass feet. You're gonna have flat feet. It's fine. And there. Now I'm gonna do the liner for this guy. Hashtag too small. Ha, I knew it. Where that designer came too. I had references and I forgot. Sexism. You know, strong idea. As much. This is gonna hurt me to admit. Before getting into part 6, I did not like Jolie. I didn't like her design. After watching part 6, she might have grown on me. I can tolerate her green hair. It's a mix of multiple reasons. Manga-wise, it was the most hated part because people skimmed through it to read part 7, which is the most praised part of all of the JoJo. So most people barely understood anything and blamed the part for it instead of them skimming in the anime-wise. Netflix fault. That one, I know. Mostly because Netflix turned part 6 into 3 separate parts. For starters, why? Second of all, Netflix does not know how to handle anime. And it's so clear to see that, especially with part 7. I heard that's also a longer episode, which has been a running theme with a lot of newer and anticipated shows. If I think of Umbrella Academy, Stranger Things. Although Stranger Things don't have consistent timings for some reason. Welcome to Denver? It's a Pennywise show. Like, they're all hour episodes. I don't hate that necessarily. That's fine. But now you're almost making every episode into like an anime movie. I prefer anime to be the shorter time length, personally, because one, it feels better to binge it that way, because now I actually have a rest where I want to be resting, and I feel like I'm not doom watching. Like, I can stop after an episode and be satisfied. If it's an hour, it's just like I feel like I have to sit through the entire thing, and it's taking longer, and just ugh. And the other thing on Netflix, the releasing of anime is so stupid. The first one I've seen that they like completely ruined was Seven Deadly Sins. I never finished it. I never got to the part of where people were calling it 7 Deadly Frames. Thankfully. Because that anime was hype. I liked it. I even have a couple mangas for it. And then for some reason Netflix was ruining how they were being posted. Like, I feel like one season was one episode or something. Like, a part of it was one episode, and then you had to change it to a different season. Like, something was not right. I don't know what they were doing, but they ruined it. And now I no longer hear about 7 Deadly Sins. And it was such a good anime. It's not just the batch release, though it was partly it. But it was also going into 9 months without saying anything between parts, which killed all the momentum. Yeah, I can see that one too. Netflix doesn't really keep up with good momentum unless it's a highly anticipated show. But JoJo's, at least in the anime community, is very, very highly anticipated. Like, I'd say it would be up there with things like Stranger Things. I don't know why they're just not giving it the attention it needs. There's also the animation wasn't that great, which is normal for JoJo, but it generally is cleaned up for the Blu-ray release. But since it was released by Netflix, there isn't one. I don't think I noticed a lot for animation quality. I feel like for action-packed, it was probably less than other parts, but that was really it. Oh, I've been yapping for so much, my throat is dry. Off topic. Instead of my natural water, that I usually have with my streams. I have a bowl of milk. I ate cereal before the stream, so this is my streaming drink. I'm drinking from a bowl. This is how you become everyone's favorite streamer, guys. You gotta have that weird quirkiness. I love milk. Anyways. The animation was fine to me. I don't think that took me out of it at all. The fighting animation was decent. I'm not saying it was bad, but almost all of the background characters were literally gray blobs, and the non-combat scenes had drops in quality. Actually, now that you say that, I'm thinking of like background characters from like part 4, because it was always a small town and it was always like a populated scene no matter what, unless they're indoors. I can definitely see what you mean there. Huh. I can't believe I didn't notice that. I guess it was new. The entire anime, or the part was new for me, so I didn't know what to expect, so I was very much more focused on story presentation rather than animation quality on it. But I'm probably gonna go back and look at that and see if I really notice it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. To stay on the more positive side, I think the storytelling was good in that one. I did like the characters that came from it. I didn't have too many that I just hated off the bat. And I'm also going to continue saying Poochie technically got what he wanted. I don't care what anyone says, that entire thing started off because he didn't want his siblings, he didn't want incest to be there. So he technically got what he wanted in the end. Such a weird statement. But tell me I'm wrong. All he wanted was his sister and his brother that he didn't know was his brother until later to not date. And that is so valid. It's just like, oh, that really sucks, man. It just went horribly wrong, and in the end, they were not together. So he technically wins. And thank God he won. I have a feeling when part 7 fully released, the same issue with the manga will happen with the anime. Is there an issue with the manga? Like likability-wise, or... I'm sure it's gonna be hard to say, so you don't get into spoiler. Yeah, I haven't seen the first episode, and I don't think I'm going to be seeing the first episode anytime soon. Because for one, I don't want to watch the first episode, and then the next one comes out 3 months from now, if at all this year, and I'm not going to remember anything, and the hype is just going to be down. I'd rather be able to either binge it or watch a few episodes here and there. Netflix, why do you do this? I wish they had like a reason of what's happening with that. But also, at least they're not treating it like, what's that other one? One Punch Man. Which, also great anime. First season, fantastic. Huge drop in quality. And then an even bigger drop in quality. Like, what happened? And the animation team that took them isn't even a bad animation studio. It's just something happened in the background that cause for time issues and lack of quality and judgment, which just ruins that entire anime altogether. Ah, it's so sad. And I don't want to blame the studio itself, because something happened. And I mentioned before, but people skimmed through part 6 because they were trying. Oh, so it's just a misunderstanding on that one. I mean, I watched all of part 6. That means I should have no misunderstanding. So that means going into it will be just fine. But I think the only spoiler I have on part 7 is, I guess it's the gimmick of the stands has changed. But it's not like horribly different. But again, that still makes sense with the ending of part 6. A lot of things had to have changed. We don't know what has changed. And also, we're still in America. I think that's the only other thing. We're not in Florida anymore, baby. I think it was California. I don't know why, but facial hair on furry characters is so odd. Just don't look right. Doesn't seem right. How do you have fur and then a beard? How do you grow a beard? What other anime is there good to talk about? I was continuing Inuyasha at one point, which childhood anime they just never finished. I restarted it a million times. And I mean a million times. I am much further than I was. On like episode 100 something. But because the anime is just so long, I start losing interest to continue watching it. But I have not lost my spot, so I shouldn't have too much problems of getting back into it. Half the reason why I started over is because I don't remember where I was. Fantastic anime. Definitely a lot of my inspiration of like characters that I started with when I was younger definitely came from there. I mean, one of them would be the name Kohaku, which still surprises me that the inspiration for the name wasn't from Spirited Away, because I absolutely loved that one as a kid. But no, it was just this one kid in this anime whose importance is eh. But it was him. I turned my character into a freaking cuck. It's fine. We love Kohaku. He's doing his best. He doesn't get to come out of the basement. As an X-Men fan and someone who likes animals a lot, I don't think the growing beard part is the hard part. It's shaving. You're so right, actually. How do you shave that correctly? 'Cause no matter how you do it, you're either gonna be bald or you're still gonna have those few things of fur that wouldn't come off. That's actually very funny. I like that. Character building. How do anthropomorphic characters shave their facial hair? You know, I've always wished that I got into more superhero stuff. I'm not a Marvel fan. Never had the reason to become a Marvel fan. I've only seen one episode of Marvel, and that it was one movie. It was Ant-Man. Which 50-50 on what I've been told. I've been told, one, that's a horrible movie to start on. Like, one of the worst ones. But at the same time, it's a great one to start on, because I don't need the context of anything in the Marvel Universe. And it's just an enjoyable watch by itself. I thought it was a good movie. I did grow up on more DC stuff, but I don't remember a lot of it. I watched one of the, I don't know if it's the most popular or like most well-known Batman TV show. I definitely watched that, but I don't remember too much on it. I know I watched the Justice League. I want to say I watched Superman stuff. I definitely watched Crypto Dog. Love that one. Or Super Dog. I don't remember what the name was. It's fantastic. I also don't remember that much of it, but I loved it. I watched Green Lantern. I don't remember anything from Green Lantern, but I did watch that one. I also watched Teen Titans Go. So I watched a lot of DC stuff. I don't remember any of it. I read the comments and I'm more of a Marvel fan because I really like the X-Men. I can't say I watched anything. I never read any of the comics. Because one, kid, comics were expensive. Plus we didn't have a comic store around here. Or anything that had comics with it. So my tiny brain thought they were expensive. And two, just I feel like it just wasn't on TV. I don't know if there was like a lot of animated shows for Marvel. Because DC definitely took up a lot more of my channel time. Why did I draw you like this? Plus, I was definitely a big Boomerang kid. I was a Boomerang kid. I loved every show on Boomerang. All of it's left. Why am I even drawing this? You have neck fluff. I know what I'm doing. I didn't grow up on the comics, but there were comic apps that you can read them from. True. I didn't become much of an internet kid until later. Probably more like my middle school years. And I eventually found mangas on there. I also didn't grow up on YouTube as much as everyone else did. It wasn't there for the YouTube poops. Technically wasn't there for like... It wasn't there for the renaissance of the YouTube. Like animations like... I can't think of any. Like Honey Badger, Salad Fingers, Don't Touch Me, I'm Scared, or Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I didn't grow up on any of those. But a lot of people did. At least my age did. Nice and fluffy. Fluffy and maintained. Part of me doesn't like the neck fluff anymore, but I don't want to get rid of it either. I grew up on YouTube. I could have been a different person. I feel like I'd be better at YouTube if I grew up on it more. YouTube kind of hard. But also the community that I'd be on YouTube. The poor animation community. It feels so dead now. I wish I got into YouTube sooner. But also, not being a YouTube kid, not really growing up online as much as other people did, definitely has its disadvantages if you're trying to grow online. Because I don't like the internet. It's hard. Is that Automata? Yeah, it was. I don't know. Why did they flag that? It flagged it as sex-based because you said fingers? What even? Okay. Automod? Sure. Weird. The Salad Fingers, I didn't grow up on these, but I was big in the story time animator era and the stick figure fighting era, which fueled my passion for art. Hell yeah. I don't think I was that big on the story time. By the time I did get into YouTube, I was watching more people like Markiplier and PewDiePie. Because I really liked watching video games. I still really enjoy watching video games over playing them sometimes. Because if you've seen any of my gaming streams, I'm bad at video games. I'm not horrible. I have my niche of skills in video games. But you'll never catch me playing anything like Fortnite. Let's just say that. But like I grew up on watching games like Crooked Fingers, Mad Father, Crooked Man. Jeez, now I'm combining things. IB or IB, whatever you want to call it, IB. Mad Father, Witch's House. Like, I love those. And I started watching, I think it was PUBG, things like Terrorist Town, or Trader in Terrorist Town, and TTT. Some Gmod stuff, but it was mostly prop hunts that I was watching. Like, that's where I was. My first gaming video I ever watched was PewDiePie. I think Dark Souls 1 or it was Dark Souls 2. I don't remember. I don't know why that's the video I picked in particular, but it was. And I enjoyed that time. I miss that era of gaming. I was into Mark and Pewds. I think almost everyone who was a gamer was. Yeah, that's definitely true. I just never... And I was told about Game Grumps at the time. I'm more of a Game Grumps watcher now. I like their stuff. They're weirdos. I love it. But anytime I watch Markiplier now, it's like I prefer his co-op games. I haven't been watching him as much recently. Nor has he been posting as much as recently. I have been highly enjoying his other projects though. Like, I did go to the movies to see Iron Lung. I watched all of Sleep is Among Us? Among the Sleep? I can't remember what it was. I miss YouTube creepypasta. I remember watching a guy who did art for creepypastas, and he would read the story. We got the Pokemon creepypastas I'd listen to as well. Like, I enjoyed listening to someone read them. And it scared the hell out of me. I didn't grow up on copypastas, though. Which I didn't know about them until probably like last year, maybe a couple of years ago. And I was recommended The Ordinary Gamer in his older videos, where him and a buddy, I think, would be reading them out and laughing the entire time. Other stuff I would have loved to grow up on. I'm so late. I'm late. My lights are so thin. I was hoping this would go back faster. But I'm just yapping. It's already been 2 hours. Raw. Just horror based. For real though. Which is so weird. I was not into horror as a kid, but that's probably the first like things I was ever finding. Like, I watched, I think, almost every single PewDiePie Amnesia. I watched all the horror RPGs, the creepypasta story time. Well, not story times, but audiobooks, I guess. I didn't even like horror. Horror scared me. But for some reason, I found myself listening into those the absolute most. They're just gonna dry again. Oh, that was really. Oh, I miss them. I miss the YouTube creepypasta era. The Lavender Town theme is burnt into my mind. Love that. Creepypastas are copypastas, just horror based. I thought the idea of copypastas were specifically to be horror based, but it just really sucked. Like it was more comedically stupid than horror. Ugh, my yapping. I know there's a lot of dumb Mario ones. Slightly random and only related to the last topic. I actually designed a Wolverine themed character for someone recently. Well, I guess not recently anymore. It was like last month. And I had to stare at. Is his normal name Logan? I know that's what the person named him. And there's another Marvel character I actually made into like a furry character. That's the extent of my Marvel experiences. I've watched one animator slash gamer streamer play Marvel Rivals. And that's probably the only one I'll ever actually watch play that game. Gotta give it for my boy Lythero. Right, fixing your feet. Your feet suck. You're getting flat paws. Don't remember the name of this particular style, but flat paws. Was it because I want to draw nicer shoes on you? They don't work with the other kind of paws. They just don't. Some long, lanky legs. I mean, there's no. Oh. Wrong layer. Hello, hello, you. Oh, hello, Transplant Gamer. Welcome, welcome. I am chillin'. Chillin', drawing some art. They're trying to figure out how to draw art. I don't know why. Anthropomorphic feet gave me a hard time. They're just flatter, giant paws. And I still struggle. I just realized. I could have swore I had my thing on. Oh, I hope this doesn't give me copyright. I had this on loop. Why did it stop loop? Oh, I hope that doesn't give me like copyrights. Ugh. Thanks, YouTube. You always be working for me. You're an amazing artist. Thank you. I always wished I could I could draw, but I was gifted the skill of writing and music. Have to be grateful for what we get. Oh, absolutely. mean, I would love to be skillful in any kind of music stuff. Singing is fun. Writing a beat always looks really fun. I got nothing for it though. I got no talent whatsoever musically. The best I got is I can keep up with a beat. And I'm not tone deaf, question mark. I like to think I'm not tone deaf. Ah, it looks fun. I'm giving you cankles. I play piano, drums, and I sing. I write music with lyrics. Hey, that's pretty cool. Doing all that also takes a lot of skill. Plus, if you're doing what you like, it doesn't matter what you can do. You gotta use your skills to the fullest. Oh, I need my cane references. Or, I guess the cane... The frigid bagel. He's here! I'm being threatened! Help! I was looking something. I'm opening other apps. Help! Help! Bad things are happening. I mean, nothing. Nothing happened whatsoever. Do not question me. Everything's fine. I always wonder, I see your drawing on a sketch pad. Is there lag or does it feel... Or how does it feel drawing digitally? For my stuff, there is no lag. If you want to do certain things like having a stabilizer on, there is going to be a lag. But I generally have it off. Because I prefer more organic feeling lines rather than absolute clean and pristine line. So like, regular line, no stabilizer. This has a stabilizer where I can see that there's a slight lag on it. And the higher I make it, the more lag. Which I don't do. What we got today? Well. Stretch. I already missed one finished thing. Bam, chibi. I finished this dude. Did I? I just realized I never colored your lines. Or maybe I did. No, I didn't change the color. Shit. You can hear that. We're gonna... Hold on. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Nothing happened whatsoever. Nothing that you could possibly prove. Nailed it. I can't believe I forgot. I said that to the person. Shit. There we go. Nailed it. No one saw anything, right? Right. There's nothing to be seen. No one saw anything. I don't screw up anything. My Wi-Fi is off, so my stream is lagging, BRB. You got it. What a cool kind. Brown? No brown. Yes. Brown? No brown. Brown? No brown. Brown? No brown. Brown? No brown. I amuse myself way too easily. Now I continue to work on this dapper Chad. Actually, he's far from a Chad. This is a businessman right here. Definitely needed an update. Dear Lord. You are old as sin, my guy. Even though he's in his late 30s. He's old. That don't look great. I hate doing the other eye on the side of the face. It's fine. Things are happening. The other side of your head looks flat. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Also, I love that I fix my music in the background, and that's how you're summoned here. Bagel has sensed the what's it called? Heartbound music. The lines are too thick. How's she doing that, witch? Just because you can't do magic doesn't mean you should be a hater. What a magic hater. Can't believe this. In my chat. I hope this is how fingers look. Because I don't have the reference for that pulled up anymore. This is some magic called lying. That you understand how anatomy works. I have a tail, and then I have the other version. Polar. No, Wincy. Good grief, he's naked. Naked for now. He will be unnaked. Very soon, I promise, I swear. Twitch. Twitch are fine. YouTube. Don't hurt me. Twitch prefers the nudity. Alright, speaking... Well, not really nudity, but speaking of Twitch and their weird rules, there is someone, I want to say it was like Magpie or something like that, who was banned for not that long for having like fetish stream or something, and it was a whole ass dude in what's called a gimp suit, so like fully latex and everything. I don't think it was a muzzle, like the face was covered with whatever, doing dog commands for this streamer. And after being banned, she's back and double downing and doing it again. But this time she had 2 of them. Twitch, what are you doing? That is so highly against your rules, and why is this here? It's so scary. Yeah, I know this one. He was yes, he was in a dog bed and everything. It probably, oh, absolutely. There's no way that didn't make a lot of money. I'm sure the guys that are in it are also paying like a lot of money to be there. Like, ain't no way she's paying them to be there, right? We got some freaks out there. But if anyone wants to pay me a lot of money so I can pretend you're a dog in weird latex gear, shoot me a DM. We'll negotiate. Honestly, if you ever need quick money, there's some scary things you can do out here. You'll meet a lot of weird people. But the money, right? Would you throw out your dignity to having a guy dressed up as an animal pay you a lot of money? Would you do that? It was an awkward thing to handle because yes, it's objectively fetish content, but it's not over. It doesn't have to be sexual to be a part of or against TOS. So if you do look at TOS, fetish merchandise or like gear is still against TOS. Things like collars, ball gags, things like that. That's still all against TOS. An entire gimp suit is so highly against TOS. I volunteer stripping. Milky, get out of here. Collars are banned. Demb. Demb. I think it's because collars can be technically fetish gear. I feel like if you're wearing something like a choker that kinda looks like a collar, it would be fine. If you're wearing like an actual dog collar or something, had you? Fuck, it didn't work. Don't look at me. Witness me, but don't. I'm gone. You didn't see me. Oh, would you look at that? It didn't work. Oh, I'm there. Hi. 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 Hello. You didn't see anything. I am a professional. Nothing ever goes wrong. Let's be so real. Twitch TOS isn't enforced equally. No, it's not. So I'm so curious of what's gonna happen to her. Because one, definitely against TOS. And of course, we're all just waiting for Twitch to do something. Like, she's doing whatever. Cool. No one actually cares about that. The entire thing is, what is Twitch specifically going to do? Just has been such a... Do I want to do the outfit yet? No, we'll not do the outfit yet. I'm going to color you first. Because you have two color palettes. I want to work on... Is there a hole? There's a hole. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Frick. You can do whatever you want so as long as the mods don't find it. Or you make enough money. For real. Like, someone has to report the stream for something to happen. But it has to be enough reports for them to care. I don't remember how long her ban was, but it definitely was not that long. Versus someone else that I've seen get a ban for like 7 days for having I think it was a slight racial joke. Which, also, still against TOS. Don't do that. But the ban differences are astounding. Twitch is something. And I'm going to continue using it. I forgot to unselect things. Didn't see that. So I'm here for the Twitch ride to see what happens. And you gotta at least admit, there's something always happening on Twitch that's always interesting. We don't stand racial jokes exactly. Ah! Wrong one. I feel like we shouldn't stand fetish content either. Twitch, you're so... topsy-turvy. And the only difference between the streamers, like, I'm pretty sure both would be making a lot of money. But of course, we all know Twitch love females. Twitch likes them big honkaroos. I don't know if I want darker fur patterns to actually be separate. Or just have them colored in. Whoa. Can you see that? Now, if I gave my model giant honkaroos, do you think I can get away with anything? Twitch, would you monetize me more if I had honkaroos? Asking for a friend. Asking for no particular reason. You can do fetish content wherever it's allowed. And there's a lot of places that allow it. Why do people not go there? Because those places aren't marketable. Twitch is very marketable. Oh, guys. Now, you look so much better with a hairstyle instead of that emo side cut. I really gotta stop defaulting to that to so many of my characters. It's fine. You do look like a dapper champ, though. Dapper Chad. Too bad you're old and gross. And he is a DILF. Fun fact. He does have a child. He's DILF material. If they get back to you, let me know. For a friend. Oh yeah, absolutely. Very important information. For all these friends that we have. And more scratchy. I like it on the end one, I don't like it on that one. Yeah. It's subtle. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Above the knee or at the knee? I have it below the knee. Okay, I just panicked. I thought I was on the wrong freaking layer. Ah. Ow. Oh, I said a no-no word. Hello. I haven't quite fixed my auto mod bot thing. Because I'm lazy. And usually no one says anything wrong in chat, so I kind of forget I even have it on. He's canonically fucked. He is. Oh, I'm cold. Why am I cold? Kitty peg. Blow it. I'm dying. I feel like I'm doing this pattern just because I did it on the chibi character. But I had to. Will I ever draw his markings like this again? We will see. Get your foot out of here. I feel like I've had such an eventful stream already. I ranted about JoJo's, talking about fetish content. I've talked about my amazing purchases from Saturday, which I will happily say again. Have you guys heard of the Target drop? They had the Pokemon collab. I'm $50 down the hole. It would have been more, but I had a little bit of self-control. But I bought things. I wasn't one of the crazy people that stayed overnight. But I did wait like an hour and a half before store opening. Which granted me a very, very decent spot in line. Because, oh boy, I did not realize how many people were actually going to be going to that. I have a Ditto hat now. So no one can tell me anything. Your colors are so odd. I wish I can change them just slightly. I don't know what I'd change them to. The Target Pop-Tarts. I did not get the Pop-Tarts. Though someone else did and I tried them. There is nothing special about those Pop-Tarts besides having Pokemon on the box. Not worth it. Plain flavor sucks. They're not the absolutely amazing Pop-Tart flavor of strawberry milkshake, so I don't care. I did get the Pokemon Pirate's Beauty. That at least has something special with it, though. They're Pikachu shapes. I do like me some good Pirate Booty. I'll say nothing else besides that. It's no Pokemon mac and cheese. This is coming from the same person who doesn't like Kraft mac and cheese. Who are you to tell me anything? You have no say in this. Are those supposed to be gray hairs in your hair? I don't even have them there. Do you have this color anywhere else? I don't think. Well, you had it on the feet. I'll have this be the other layer. That is not the color. That's the color. There we go. I forgot his, like, eye bags, his stress lines. This man's gone through it. I don't, but the shapes are better than normal. I don't know how I feel about that statement. Velo par. But still there. Uh-huh. You disappoint me. Oh, I love mac and cheese. I'm actually not a huge fan of Kraft mac and cheese in particular. Velveeta, though, I'll kill someone over it. I'll fight. I'll love me some Velveeta. But also having a giant chunk of Velveeta cheese for grilled cheese. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And also just homemade mac and cheese always slaps. Always. Do I want to give you... I'll abstain for a moment. This color makes it look like you have eye bags. And I'm for that. Good job, younger designer me. Should we make it more DILF energy? Stress lines. Aging line. That's what they're called. I have to look up aging lines. Aging lines. Why do I make you look old but not old? Of it's just making a thicker eye bag. Ugh. I'm okay with Velveeta. Hit me with the Annie's White. I love those, especially with tuna. Oh, so good. I love Annie's freaking white cheddar. It's so good. It's so good. The Aging one doesn't quite work for Anthro characters. We'll just emphasize your eye bags. Guy ages like milk. No, now that I think about it, this eye is definitely... I am on the wrong layer. Damn it! You can see that. There's nothing to be seen. I know this eye is wrong. Kind of unwrong. I feel like that's the best I could do on this angle. Okay, what the fuck are you doing with the tuna? Why you say it like that? What's wrong with the tuna? Are you baking it in with, or just mixing it? I mix it in cold. You drain out that juice into the sink, and then you put that tuna in there, and then nom nom. It's so good. You don't know what you're missing, alright? You don't know. You don't understand. It's so good. Also, mac and cheese with hot dog, also good. Slap. I may have the palate of a 5-year-old. But at least I'm eating. I'm not a huge cook. I get very impatient with cooking. I like baking more than cooking. That is for sure. But god, cooking's so long. Especially if I have to boil water, I lose my mind. Don't ask me why, but there's something about having to boil water that just... I have no patience for it. And it kills me inside. Why did the white overlap so much over here? No one's even gonna notice this. Why? Stop. Stop. I somewhat don't like your eye colors anymore. It's gonna change once things happen. And the take pockets. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Slay. Okay. And you say you do that with the white cheddar. Yes. Tuna and white cheddar shells go amazingly together. I've never put hot dogs in white cheddar. I always prefer tuna. It's so good. I love it. I'm willing to try. If you don't like tuna, then you're not gonna like it. I made normal Velveeta mac and cheese with tuna in it for Banubi one time. And as someone who doesn't like tuna as much as I do, felt like it was a huge... Like, the tuna out-tasted the cheese. Which I don't think that at all. I think it's like a nice balance. But he's a hater. Lobster mac. I don't know if I've ever actually had lobster. I'm not a big seafood person. Except tuna. I fucking love tuna. Tuna's just... Oh, tuna's so good. I wonder if I can make this slightly more gray. No. Okay, made it a bit lighter. I prefer that. And then pop heads. Okay, I think we're done with that palette. I don't know if I like the markings on the feet as much. We could do... bottom not having the dark color. Yeah. I think I'll leave it there. But Newbie is a weirder. You are so true. If only you could say that to his face. He sucks. He doesn't come to my streams, guys. He's so mean. He just breaks over, got a jet. Well, bye! Good luck with work or whatever you're doing. Try not to kill someone and try not to die. I eat a tuna steak, but canned tuna get tuna steak. What is a tuna steak? I have not heard of it. What is tuna steak? He doesn't like canned tuna. Well, I guess he's not gonna like... What is a tuna steak? Tuna steak. Okay, now that looks good. I would probably eat that. That looks so good. That looks so good. Now I'm hungry. Bruh, all I ate was cereal before the stream. Now I'm hungry. I've never had a tuna steak, but I would gladly have. I will try that out. If someone was so kind to make it for me. Milky, I heard you're good at cooking. You have to find a good restaurant to let you try it. Ah, restaurants. Fun fact, I'm not a fan of restaurants. Usually. There's nothing wrong with going to a restaurant. Restaurant experiences are just so... That is not the brush I wanted. Restaurant experiences are so awkward to me. Which is why would I want to eat around a community of people? I don't like restaurants. Restaurants are weird. I don't like them. I don't like rendering horns. Blah. There's a fish market. Maybe they have tuna steak. Fish market. Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. I can't say I know a lot about fish places around here. Best I got is Walmart has fish. Target probably sells fish. Walgreens doesn't have fish. Frescoes? Do I know that place? Maybe. Yes, I do. I do know that place. Just took me a minute. I haven't been. I'm confused. Stop being confused. Stop it. Cease. We're almost up to 3 hours, and I was hoping to get to something else after this. I could stream longer. What to do? It'd be nice if my button worked, if I was hitting the correct button. Damn it. Oh, yeah, wait, I was... Ooh, ow, ooh, ah. That actually felt pretty good. Welcome back, Relo. Welcome, welcome. My Wi-Fi finally back. Now, having an Ethernet cable has been the best thing ever for my streams. Because I didn't have one for the longest time. And it ended up being something that helps keep my streams from not dying. Although I can't say the same about the gaming streams. I haven't quite figured out the lagging issue sometimes. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I think it was fine for To the Top. Which, if you are interested in watching me play games, when I say play games, I mean scream at games. My Saturdays are usually my game streams. And so far, me and Banubi have been playing To the Top. Which is categorized as a difficult game, not a rage game. Difficult game. So cue the screaming a lot. We haven't rage quit. Plus, I wouldn't consider it rage quitting. we've definitely had to put the game down for after like some sessions being like, oh, that was horrible. The entire premise is you and the person have to climb to the top. It's accurate platforming. I don't think I've ever been really good at platform games. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I'm not horrible at platform games. I think I was doing pretty good in there. Until my energy goes up. That game is like caffeine to me. As soon as I start playing, I start getting amped up. So once that peak caffeine hit comes in, it's Jover. It's Jover for me. I suddenly just start jumping and I don't mean to jump. Honestly, 9 out of 10 game. Plus, it's also one of those kind of games where you only need one person to own it. And the other person can get the demo, which is free, and then play it that way. Very nice. I wish games did that more often. I hate having to buy a game that I might play with a friend like once. So dumb. Come on, game industry. Get with it. Although for indie scene, it's a lot better to keep selling more copies and whatnot. I can't be horribly mad, but man. My wallet. Those games are getting more and more expensive. I shouldn't have to pay $70 to $80 for a game that's possibly low quality and I might not even like. Gaming world's fucked. But I will continue to still game. Definitely will not stop me. Oh, my throat. I'm so parched. Fun reminder. Instead of my usual water bottle, I have a bowl of milk. I ate cereal before this, so this is my drink. This is my stream drink. A bowl of milk. I am very proud of myself. And no one can tell me otherwise. Not me dropping $60 on Tamagotchi life. That's not. I can also. 60 is not 70, and it's also not $80. Just say. But also, 60 still kind of sucks. I just if the cons. Oh, I've actually recently heard that the Switch 2, the price is going up again. I don't know if it is again, but the Switch is definitely getting higher. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Oh, so in September it's going up. It's going up by another $50. Oh my god, Canada is so much more expensive. $600 in Canada. By the way, it's going up by $50. It's gonna be $500. I'm never gonna play Poketopia. Me too, it's okay. I'm up there with you. By the time I'd actually be able to get the game, it's gonna be out of hype. And I'm not gonna care for it anymore, which sucks. It sucks. Because that game actually looked really fun. That's like half the reason why I never got Legends of Arceus. Because by the time I was actually able to get the game and be able to sit down and play it, everyone else has already finished the game. There's no like DLC or anything to keep the game moving. Like no updates or anything. So like the hype was just dead. Which thankfully I at least got ZA. I have not regretted getting that one. I like that one. Although that was a good, so can't really regret. Good game though. It has its criticisms, but I have been enjoying it pretty well. Especially since it's the first Pokemon, like the newest Pokemon game since I've gotten since Sword and Shield. Man, that sucks. I was not playing Scarlet and Violet. I don't even know if I'll play Winter Sky. Winter Sky? Sky and Waves? Wind and Waves? Wind and Waves. Whatever one it is. We need to kill all AI data centers. Now, I don't I don't condone violence. However, I do wish for the downfall of AI data centers. Because they such a big waste in resources and money. Also, good lord, I've been talking for almost 3 hours. Okay, anyways. I lost my train of thought. I've heard some people have been noticing more and more on YouTube that people are using AI generated thumbnails. I specifically haven't been seeing it, but I also don't watch a lot of like recommended things, so I don't tend to pay attention. So I don't know if it's the same for anyone else that's been noticing it. This is such a sad world. Thumbnails are probably the easiest thing you can create. Most people just use a screenshot and then put their face reaction on it. Like, it ain't that hard. Well, we gotta use AI for it? Like, really? I'm hitting the button. What are you doing? Stupid. It's such a sad. They've jacked up RAM prices and now tech is getting more and more expensive. Yep. As soon as that one company said they're only going to be selling to AI data centers and no longer consumer price, that was the downhill. And thank God I got all my PC stuff beforehand. Like, I got my PC built like a couple weeks before that announcement. And I could never have been more grateful for the timing. My PC stuff was already like $1,000. I was able to sell certain things and get the money for it. It wasn't that bad, and I had a friend doing like picking the parts and everything because I know nothing about a PC. I was living on a laptop, which for streaming that was not great. But dear lord, if I got it now, it'd probably be like double, if not triple, the price. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Also, that's gotta hurt a lot of other companies. I mean, you also have Adobe where they're making their shit so expensive that it's just no longer viable for anyone that's just freelancing or does contract work to be using unless you're in a company that pays for it. Because those, I should not have to spend $250 for one application for a year. $250 to get, at least what I was looking at, After Effects, because I really like that editing program. But I'm not spending like that much money on an editing software. That's not viable. And also, it has to be like an upfront payment. And if you don't cancel within like a week of buying it, they charge you for it anyways. Like, if you wanted it for 1 month and you did not cancel the subscription within a week, they charge you for that entire year. So you're fucked no matter what. I remember they're getting sued for that, but I don't remember anything coming from it. Which I feel like that's not a good sign. We live in a sad world. Everything sucks. But it's okay because I'm drawing man boobs. This is how I cope. This is my coping mechanism. I draw elf titties. What have I become? Why have I become this? This guy's hair is definitely oiled up. Yeah. I hate greasy hair. I hate purposely greasy hair. People like get like a giant thing of oil for their hair. Blech. Unnaturally shiny is gross. Is there? Okay. I remember what my layers are on. I've been sitting here trying to think of anything positive to say. I feel like I've already talked about the newer things that's been coming out. I've seen that GTA 6, that they're still really trying to meet the November deadline, which workers are basically extending their already hard shifts to work on the deadline as much as they possibly can. Which, good on them, but also that's gonna hurt. That's a lot of things. That reminds me, I do need to oil my hair. I do not like it. I know there's specific hair types that need oil and it helps it stay nicer. I don't like it in my hair. I'm not the best at taking care of my hair either. My hair's just frizzy and fluffy. The hair care is so hard. I would not do it willingly. Well, I'm black, so I do need to oil my hair. I just don't like how it feels. Like, I do have curly hair, but because I don't take care of it, it's just nothing but a frizz ball. the best I've learned is when you dry it, scrunching it is very important. That's all I got. That's all the patience I have for hair. You probably need an oil too. Now! Any leave-in moisturizer, you can't make me. I will wash my hair like a grown man. I will use the 13-in-1 shampoo in my hair. Shampoo, body wash, conditioner, car engine oil. And that is the most you'll get out of me. Gun to my head, I will not. I will not hair care. You can't make me. Otherwise, it'd be much harder to make my hair not nappy. I also use. I've been told I shouldn't even be using a brush on my hair. I should be using a comb to fix my natural curly hair. And that's already a no, because combs hurt. Am I a little pussy? Probably. But my name's not Cat for nothing. I've been traumatized through my childhood years. That comb hurts, I know it do. So it will not come near my head. I would love to see my hair in my natural curly state. I really would. But the best I got is someone manually curling it. So I think the only time it wasn't oil, it was specifically gel. I had gel in my hair once. It's to make it. I'm trying to remember what it was for. It was specifically to make my hair look like this. And it was so smooth, so shiny, it felt so gross. Like it was stuck to my head. And when it hardened, it just does not feel comfortable. I wanted to itch it off. Did not like it. I was forced to have it because my cousin did my hair that day. And she wanted us to match. That's how she usually does her hair. And she wanted that nice swoop on my forehead. As she so called it. Never again. No like it, no like it, no thank you, no thank you. Alright, your simple shading has been complete. Now, to do it again, but in a different color palette. The darker one. Which should be really easy as long as I did everything correctly. Why are you failing? This one was a little bit darker. Yeah, that works so much more nicely. Oh. Yellow does not work on your horns as much. We'll have to change it. I really want these hair strands to be a little more on the gray side. Yes. Yes. Perfect. I'm gonna take that. There, much better. Update. Let's go. Another stretch. Okay. I have been going on for 3 hours. Now this is still not done because I do have the outfit to do. Which I will do. I'll probably do finish this later today. But at least I got this much done. I still have like several characters to go through for this. Ugh, why do I do this to myself? It's a very simple answer. I hate myself sometimes. No other reason. Save the warp file. Actually, save that. And save this. There. Okay. So, hello, friends. Welcome to my waiting room. This room is used for the waitings. Okay, I think this was a successful stream. It was a very ranty stream. I did not expect myself to go into a JoJo's rant, but that is how the JoJo's appears. Never expect the bizarre adventure. Or anything that comes in that anime. I'm always left on my toes on that one. But the ep session, pretty well. I did finish 2 things of art. One that was already started beforehand, and then the one that I started on stream and finished on stream. Which only took an hour and a half to finish that one. And another hour and a half to work on the other one. So not horrible. Nuts. Things about him be bizarre. It is not. It is not. We ain't got no bizarreness in here. Also, never tell Kodo what I said on JoJo's. Don't you do it. Don't you snitch. Don't you snitch on me. So I will end it there, and I will be streaming tomorrow again at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be playing more game. Game. And if I have more time, maybe I'll do art. I don't know. I'll be streaming with Banubi, who I will be killing if he did not get up in time. And if you would like to support my artwork or anything I do, you can visit my VGen, which is vgen.co/animeneko63. And good thing about that, I am fully verified on there. We did it, baby! Yeah! So I will be adding more things on there. So watch for that stuff coming in. And I will thank my chatters, my lurkers, and everyone in between for coming and chilling with me today. I hope to see you tomorrow. The Eevee chain. I will get that on Etsy. I swear. I swear. Don't talk to me. Don't make him watch it either. I'll delete the VOD. Bye-bye. I was never here. Goodbye. Bye.